the camera.
Oh. July 12th, 2015, Undead from Cleveland. You're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Brian Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Larry Mack.
Can't talk because I got a sweet tart in my mouth. It was dumb.
I was talking to some guy at this place I delivered to about when you used to get the bad candy.
Yeah.
And you put that one sour, whatever the fuck it was, and you just it shot right out of your mouth because your lips just contracted. It was like,
so those crybaby tears. Yeah. I remember that. Oh, I don't have the list up. Oh, but it's easy to get up. Hold on. Time moves too quickly for me to get everything ready. Have everybody here today.
Woo.
Hello, everyone. I have not actually posted the last 3 shows, so I need to do that.
Yeah, you should.
I know.
Why the fuck are we doing this otherwise?
They can just get backed up. So people can listen to them all in a row. It's nice for them. All right, we're going to do our top 12, titles of the week. And if it's not a video game, you have to drink. Maybe a game will be in this week's list. What do we think? Is that possible?
Negative.
Well, number 12 is the Mirror's Edge Catalyst Collector's Edition. This game's not coming out until 2016. And Brian, I want you to tell me how much you think this cost.
Okay.
It comes with the base game, the Adult Faith, Young Faith diorama, 14 inches tall.
A diorama?
Which is
I don't know what that is, but I'm just running with it.
It's like a statue.
Okay.
Okay. Exclusive steel book.
Why did you say statue?
Exclusive lithograph. A set of 10 concept pieces. Temporary logo tattoo.
Right.
Temporary Faith arm tattoo.
Okay.
And the storage box. That's
total?
How much? How much for the
$49.95.
Should be.
What is it? How much?
I was going with 1999.
It comes with a new game. It comes with a new game. So
Okay,
a new game is at least $60.
Yeah, $149.95.
I'm going to go with $40.
Dude, a new game costs $60, man.
A regular new game, by sense of catch.
Think it's a trick. No. It is $199.99.
And what is this game?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst Collector's Edition.
Mirror's Edge Part 2.
Part 2, Part 1, don't matter. Still.
Sorry, that's the last sweet dark for the rest of the show. Yeah. $200 for a game. You get some fucking statue and some bullshit. A couple of temporary nonsense.
Don't forget the lithograph.
Brian's muted us now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
What?
I keep hearing if you can hear me. I keep asking if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I know.
Number 11. You're a little quiet, though. $50 Xbox gift card. I can turn you up.
No. I'm fine.
No one had to say anyway.
Don't turn me up.
Turn up, Don. It's really loud now.
Shut up, Donnie.
Hey, it says you adjusted my audio level.
That's right.
Sweet.
You can do other things, too. I'm going to make you toast right now.
Hmm.
Number 10, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Hardened Edition. Worst name ever.
That's a good
GameStop exclusive. That's on the 80s.
Rock hard.
That's a game. Number 9 is the Xbox 360 250 gigabyte refurbished Blast from the Past System Bundle.
Okay, that is
5 free games. Not a game.
Not a game.
Larry said not a game.
The bundle.
That's the law. I've lost track, so we'll just keep going. Next one is Samsung Galaxy Tab 4 7.0 for Android. That's like or whatever. It's like a tablet.
Yeah.
That is also not a game.
What to drink?
Drinking.
I have generic Mountain Dew this week. Wild Mountain Diet.
Nice.
Diet.
Diet Wild Mountain. They always have fun names. All these because they want you to think of Mountain Dew, you know. So it'll be like
Mountain
Cliff
Mist.
Freeze or something, you know.
Mountain Mist.
Mountain Mist, yeah.
Moon juice. That yellow
Yeah,
liquid.
Faygo is like moon mist or something. Right. Next is Tales of Zestria. No, that's wrong.
Zestria.
Tales of Zestiria Collector's Edition.
You should drink because
PlayStation 4.
you s-
Okay, I don't know why, because this is just. I think this is just. Oh no, it's the Collector's Edition because I just said it in the name. Duh. $129.99. You know, the thing is this isn't a list of things that just came out. This is a list of things that people are ordering.
right. People are
It's
paying for
disturbing.
this. They're buying this.
What do people do with all these collector's editions? I know, and like I'm gonna be like 65, and there's gonna be people like, I'm selling my Tales of Zestiria on eBay for $15,000, you know,
Right?
and people are gonna be like cashing in on these things, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Why didn't I buy that garbage when I had the chance? Next is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Hardened Edition, GameStop exclusive for PlayStation 4. That's
Ooh.
the game.
That means it's more expensive.
Then you have that's $80.
Oh.
This is a $20 PlayStation Network card.
That is not a game.
$20. I love how it's rated 7.1 out of 10.
People love it. They're like, this is the greatest card I've ever gotten.
My God.
But there's like 30% of the people that thought that it
Yeah.
wasn't a good deal.
Works really well, except when it doesn't connect to my network.
Completely ridiculous. Number 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Juggernog Edition. All right,
Nog.
here we go
Nog?
again.
Nog?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, now you tell me how much you think this one costs. All right, this comes with.
What is this?
Okay,
Call of Duty?
this comes with the official Call of Duty Black Ops 3 soundtrack.
Oh,
Brian, you got to guess how much this is going to cost. The in-game bonus content Cyborg.
What?
The in-game bonus content Black Ops 3 bonus pack.
Wait. It's Black Ops. You're sneaking around. You have this giant robot behind you. It's like crashing through shit. He sees you. Yeah, no shit. Get down, motherfucker.
Your stealth mode hiding in the shadow, and it's all like,
Commander. I think he sees you.
300 yards to target.
He's acquiring range. He has a grenade. God, fucking do something.
Yeah, it's just
You're
you're
trying
hiding
ditching
it.
the robot, it just chases you around.
Just runs out
He's a
into
little
the line
distracted.
of
Just
fire.
playing really loud music. Fuck.
The collectible steelbook,
Oh, good. So
Giant
that box, I'm sure
bonus-
it would be too heavy.
the giant bonus map.
Oh, good. Is that
Oh.
in-game or like they send it to you in a box?
This gets worse.
It's just a big
It's
map.
probably like 4 foot by 4 foot. Like, yeah.
Giant
Thanks,
map.
guys.
Limited edition specialist concept art cards.
Great. Where's that going to go?
A season pass.
Your girlfriend sees you playing with cars and you're in your 30s. You're done.
You get the 4 exciting DLC packs with that season pass. Perca-Cola coaster set with custom tin.
Oh, perks.
And finally, here we go. The Juggernog mini fridge.
Oh, Juggernaut. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're carrying a robot who's carrying your mini fridge.
That's awesome.
Store beverages in a fully functional Juggernog themed mini fridge.
Dude, it is so
Modeled after the in-game Perca-Cola machine, the Juggernog mini fridge features light and audio straight from the game. This
That's
mini
awesome.
fridge holds 12 cans, assuring you will always have a cold perk nearby.
most likely not beers for anybody who buys
How
it.
much for that collection set?
$199.
That is correct!
Oh.
What do I win?
You get a Juggernog fridge. If you buy it, it's going to be worth some money someday. Like $1 at Goodwill. Just stacks upon stacks of Juggernog fridges.
You know, it's been
What
so
do you
long
call
since
when your Juggernog fridge is on the fritz?
you got to call it Juggernaut.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I played it. I was so confused. Now that I
So
thought
at the
about
door, honey.
it, Juggernaut's the drink that you drink to get extra health.
Where the fuck is that repairman?
Now I
Oh, shit. I hear the fix the fridge. Roar.
People are buying that. It's number 3 at GameStop and number 2 for the PlayStation 4. That's how popular that is. That means like there's going, people are thinking that's rare. There's going to be like
A million mini
tens
fridges
of thousands of those things. Going to sell more mini fridges than anybody's ever sold before. Number 1 is the $20 Xbox gift card. Has a rating of 6.6. They like that one less than the PlayStation Network card.
Right. That makes
It's not a
sense.
game.
So dumb.
Either
20
way,
bucks.
All right, let's catch up with everybody. Brian, how was your week?
Kevin, my car's still in the shop.
Is this Mom's car?
Yeah. Yeah, Moms, please take care of this for me as my dying wish to you. And then I'm going to haunt the fuckers. Every time you have to go to work, I'm not going to get it to work. But
We
anytime
don't
you're
assume
doing
that
nothing.
you take good care of your car or anything, Brian. So
No, I do. I
you
do.
do not.
I do. Quiet. Where's your car?
It's in the driveway.
Yeah,
It's
does it
like one
work?
of those insurance things into it. One of those like things to like track
Yeah,
by
like
every
my-
movement.
I'm like Mom's car on fire. It's an 89 Toyota. Won't even burn.
You're gonna tell me that the battery's dead because I
The
don't
brand new
drive it.
battery. It's a starter. So, and I also
What's
fixed
wrong
the-
with the car? The starter thing?
Yeah, the starter's shot.
that's easy to fix.
Yeah, if you know how to fix it. If you haven't fixed one before, dude, it's like, okay, here's a box of Legos. I want you to create a nuclear reactor. Like, what?
So you can't go to work?
No, I'm going to work. I'm just going to borrow my girlfriend's car, and she's going to borrow her mom's car, and hopefully her mom has nowhere to go. But she's 70-something, so.
Is that the Vive or whatever?
The Vive? What the fuck is a Vive?
Whatever that car is. Remember that Vive? Vive?
What kind of vehicle?
It's my
What is
foot.
that? Is it? I still have that car? The Vive?
Vibe. Yes,
What kind of car is it?
So it's that car.
it's a Pontiac. Anyway,
I'll come fix it for you.
take a ride in my Pontiac
No,
Vibe. You know,
Toyota.
it's supposed to be a hipster car, but I don't see how it could be. Anyway, and I accidentally put a hole in the wall last Monday.
Accidentally.
Yeah, in a fit of putting my cooler down rage, it went into the wall, so I just fixed that today. That actually was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So, you get a whole bucket full of like this spackle, and then basically I just keep putting it in the wall until nothing else was coming out, so it was fixed.
The hole was at work or at home?
If it was at work, dude, I'd be telling you how unemployed I am.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of that too, but I thought maybe you got straight in at work. So, I mean, you were that mad at the car, and then you went into the house and punched the wall?
I
Is
didn't
that what
punch the
happened?
wall.
You kicked it.
I accidentally, I was putting my stuff down, and I was trying to reach for the phone, and I got caught up, and I got pissed, and I tossed down my stuff, and somehow my cooler hit the wall. Like, it was like one of those magnificent moments where everything's going wrong, and it just goes one step further into darkness. And that's what from me being pissed off. I mean, I was mad as hell, and I turned and looked and saw this little hole in the wall, and all of a sudden, that was the end of all my being mad. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to own this. Took a picture, not of me posing next to like a selfie with a big smile, like, yeah! It's the same one I sent you. And I'm like, yeah, that's the hole. That's what I did. I sent it right to my girlfriend. She's like, why'd you punch? She's like, first thing that Kevin said, why'd you punch the wall?
I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything about that cooler. You totally punched that wall, but
No.
you made that story up.
He was
You made that story
No,
up
because
so your
Jody said,
girlfriend
my
doesn't get
girlfriend said
mad.
that I punched the wall too. Then she saw where the hole was and where it was, and why would I punch back there? And I'm like, yeah, see? There's no reason I would do that.
Yeah, to throw people off.
Yeah.
But am I tactical when I'm upset? No. I start crying and shit. That's not going
Because
to
it's a
happen.
bigger hole somewhere else, and you're using the small hole.
Oh,
to
my God.
Just like
distract from the...
See, when you go to Kevin's house, there's the only holes that are in the walls where the dogs ate through the wall to get to the cabling. But otherwise, his house self-repairs. It's
You know, when we lived back with our step brothers and sisters,
Oh, that's right. Here we
in the
go.
hallway, right, you would open the door,
God,
and
it was genius.
there was like kind of like a hallway, and Joey kicked a big fucking hole in the wall,
Yeah, he did.
about the size of like a gallon of milk. That's how
And
big
you have
the
to
hole
understand, I was responsible for watching everybody. If you're
was. And
responsible,
so
whatever happens, it's your fucking fault. Except it doesn't apply to anybody else except it applied to me.
it was kind of an off-white colored wall. So Joe took masking tape.
No, I took masking tape. Not
Okay,
him.
well,
It's
whoever.
me. My
Brian took masking tape and made this
Damn it.
perfectly, like, covered the hole.
and it was the same color as the wall.
Yeah, Carolyn saw it pretty quickly because she's home all the time. You know,
She didn't see it for the first 2 months it was there, dude.
but
Nobody saw it.
But Dad didn't see it for like months. is
No,
what
they probably
happened.
told him about it, and Dad, of course,
No,
had
I was there when he saw it. he saw the hole in the wall. He was pissed, but
Yeah,
Carolyn was there to like tell him that, to chill him out because because she, he would have probably went crazy on Joe and
Dude,
caused her more grief.
I got fucking busted for that shit.
You did not.
Yeah, I totally got grounded for it.
You did not get grounded for it.
I did.
No.
Where the hell were you? I was the one that got grounded.
Listen, the one thing that I can tell for sure is that I was always in that house.
Everybody
Whatever
was in
happened
that house.
I was there because I was always grounded. You were at band, fucking most of the time, not on the house. Everybody else was out of the fucking house except me. I was always there. So don't tell me. I know. Grounded. She never wanted to ground you because she didn't want you to be there when she was.
Dude,
there.
I was always grounded. You must just stop that shit right now.
You were fake grounded though because you would go to band. You would just go to band,
because remember the one time she said that I actually didn't go to band because she called and there was no band that weekend, and then we found out, of course, Dad called, found out she was lying. That was when I left home because she wanted to attack me right there, and Dad's just like, what? It kind of went crazy fast. And I'm like, I'm leaving.
The end of the story is that we lived in a crazy house. You can't even understand. It was just madness. All right. Are you done?
Hey, it's your story.
I'm just asking you if you're done with your day or week or whatever.
Let me see. I saw a movie. It was on Netflix called Alien Outpost. It was a little B movie. I actually got to be honest. I enjoyed it. I thought they did a pretty good job with what they had. It's basically about a bunch of aliens come to Earth. I guess they didn't realize we have as many fucking weapons as we do when they attacked us, and we kicked the shit out of them. So they left.
What was the name of this movie? What was it called?
Alien Outpost.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, I've seen that.
That's that band.
I haven't watched it, but I mean, I've seen what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then so a bunch of aliens are basically left behind. So they have all these outposts all over the place, and so there's these different nations. They got different people from different nations in this one place. It's like somewhere out in between Pakistan and Afghanistan or whatever, and not only are the aliens there, but the insurgents who really don't want Americans there, or anybody else there, because like, look, this is our land, we'll defend it. And the people are like, no, you really can't, because we could barely fucking defend you. You're not gonna be able to do shit. So they have to fight them off. It was actually like I expected it to be really fucking bad, but I was surprised. It was actually pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not Star Wars, but I mean, it's for what you were the expectation level was like it's like a star and a half. And then I watched it and I go, wait a minute, this is actually not so bad. So I actually enjoyed that quite a bit. And what the fuck else? I watched that movie It Follows.
Look at that. I'm sure you watch it while you're playing video games and all the lights were on and shit. But
God, you're such a cunt. Why don't you go take a shit?
Because you're inside. I totally dislike the movie, but it's hard with you because I don't think you pay attention to films.
No, I thought the premise of it was pretty interesting. Boy meets girl, boy has sex with girl, boy gives girl fucking killer ghost instead of an STD. Which I'm like, well, if that shit were true, I would have caught one by now. Instead of a crazy ghost, I had crazy girlfriends. No, I actually enjoyed the movie. I just didn't think it was as scary as people said. But Kevin, I thought you were right when you find out at the end, that she's, actually a lizard,
Right.
and she takes on the robot army.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. I knew the lizard shit because you saw that coming.
I love it when Kevin spoils movies.
But the robot army was like, wow, it got pretty macro pretty fast. So.
He gets a lot of detail in a short amount of time when he spoils movies for you.
Otherwise, I didn't do much of anything else except playing Elder Scrolls Online. Still having fun with that. Still more stuff in that game, but it's an MMO, so it's not gonna like completely blow your fucking brains out with like, wow, we're doing something absolutely different that nobody's ever done before. It's like, no, they're just made it a little bit better to play because it's Elder Scrolls. So. If you have a PS4, if you're playing it on the PC, fucking forget about it unless you have a Cray,
Don't be cray. Cray.
What else? Goat Simulator. I haven't had much time to play that this week because I've been, sitting at home doing nothing when I wasn't at work. Oh yeah, and I finally stopped watching Game of Thrones because it's rubbish.
What?
I hate it. I'm
Oh
just so
my
dumb.
God.
Dude, I'm like, I finally figured out the formula. See, that's what happens. I'll start watching a show, and I figure out the formula. And I'm like, yeah, it's like Harry Potter. I figured out her formula, and I'm just like, nah, I lost interest. Once I figured out, I was like,
where did you lose it?
when you start figuring out that every 3 to 4 episodes somebody important dies. I'm like,
Well, yeah.
It was like, oh, somebody dies. Like, yeah, he did that a couple weeks ago. That's what he always does. And it has it's to the point now where people are being killed off. You're like, why did you kill this person off? Like, there was no reason for you to kill this person off, man. It's just not even part of the story anymore. It's like this.
You're mad. Somebody like died.
No, but there's nobody to like. I just assumed everybody's gonna die. So I was like, this is dumb. It's not going anywhere.
I mean, the TV show
No,
differs from
it's
the
dumb.
books.
Don't defend it. It's bad. The books, I'm sure, great. Even though I tried reading it and I couldn't get into it.
I just don't think it's going to end up being like a. It's not a fairy tale, so it's not going to have a happy ending.
No, I like that. Dude, that's just it. Is I prefer it to be bad. I prefer to know that everybody's going to fucking die on the show. Because that's a little bit more realistic to me. It's when people are being killed off, and you're like, dude, why would this stupid?
Well,
it's like you don't want to write that particular storyline out anymore because you don't see it go anywhere. You're having a bad day. Fuck it. What do I care? So I'm trying to find TV shows to watch that are somewhat interesting.
I don't know who you're mad about that died.
It's not like I'm mad. It's kind of like, fuck it, I don't care.
All right. Anyway, Don, how was your week?
Hey.
It'll be bullshit though. Don't worry, Don.
What?
It'll be bullshit. Kevin will be like, "No, you didn't feel that way."
My week was bullshit.
See?
No, nothing major. I got a good one for you though. But went to the Indians. Took Sophie to the Indians game Friday, and of course that was the only game of the weekend they won. So that was a good time. Indians. It's a baseball team. Semi-pro. They're semi-pro. It was dog night. It was fireworks night. So it was like, that's really all I was going for. It was like, it's a game, and then we'll have some hot dogs, and we'll watch fireworks, and then we'll go home, and you'll go to bed, and that'll be my day. Yay! And that's what happened. The hot dogs are cold as fuck. I don't even think they cooked them. But whatever. Ate them. Got sick. Pooped. And that was it. I watched that's pretty much it. I worked. And then Sophie on the weekend. That's all I ever do. And I play Grand Theft Auto. I try to play Grand Theft Auto, but I end up getting into funny little circumstances with people, and I end up quitting because I'm just not that good. So I saw Django Unchained. Did I mention that one last week?
No.
I think that was on my show. I did that. I finally got around to watching this movie, Django Unchained, right? And I'm assuming everybody here has seen it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So Adam came over during the week, and I said, Adam, you got to watch this movie. It's like 2:45. It's like almost 3 hours long. So I knew what I was getting into. But I made Adam watch it. And at the end of the movie, he looks at me and he goes, man, I don't believe that. And I go, what? You don't believe what? And he goes, I don't believe that stuff happened. And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, like the way they treated those slaves and stuff. Like, I don't think they really did that. I don't think they talked down that bad to him. I don't think they made them like fight each other and stuff. I don't think they did all. I just looked at him and I was like, did you have a history class when you went to school? And he looks at me and he goes, there was never anything in my history books about that stuff. And I looked at him and I go, well, that's why you went to Olmsted Falls, because you're a fucking idiot. I go, are you serious? I'm like, in the movie, they actually made it look nicer than it probably was in real life. And he's like, no way. And I go, are you fucking... I couldn't believe it. I was just like, are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? He's like, what, you think they treated the slaves that bad? I go, oh, you know what, Adam? You got to stop. I was like, seriously? You need to go. It's late. You need to go home. I can't have this talk. I'm like, seriously? Like they treated him less than human. And he couldn't understand. He was like, well, what about Samuel L. Jackson? How come he's allowed to walk around? I'm like, he's the house guy. He's the main slave, you know? And he's like, I don't get it. And it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to sit here. You know, he couldn't figure it out. Bounty hunters and head slaves and all kinds of stupid shit. He was like, I don't get it. It was just funny. I was just like, you're such a fucking idiot. No wonder you're so stupid. I sent Kevin pictures of his house. I'll send them to you guys if you want.
Yeah, it's crazier than it's crazier than I thought it was. And
it is.
you know, that's a number because I've been there. So
Is it still up on Jack's or whatever?
Is it what?
Is it still up on Jack's or whatever?
No.
It's just his driveway. It's like when Don said he's growing a tree in his driveway, it doesn't even do it justice. It's
right. There's
he's
a garage back there. That's the thing. It's like there's a garage back there.
There's no way he could even pull into that garage if he wanted to. Like,
right.
There's just so much growth.
It was just. I'm going to send these guys the picture right now on their phones.
So messed up. All right, Larry, how was your week?
My week was phenomenal, Kevin. And busy and hectic and full of excitement and crazy adventures.
No, stop. So Brian wants me to do that. So yeah.
Oh, was it?
It was bullshit.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Let's see. Tuesday was trivia.
It didn't happen.
Of course, if you've been following the Larry Mack hijinks for any period of time, you know I've been working on.
Kevin says he has, but he hasn't.
My Winking Lizard beer tour. So this week I got my duffel bag for drinking 50 beers. So that was exciting. Let's see. Saturday went to a cookout, played some of this crazy new Frisbee game, Can Jam, which is you should check it out on the YouTubes or something because it's fun.
Can Jam? What is that about?
Oh, fuck.
We have a video game show, so you could talk a little bit about that.
Well, it's not a video game, but
it's a game, like a physical.
You are actually
gotta go online
outside.
to check it out, though. So
well, because you can like see videos of people playing it or whatever. Basically, it's sort of like a Frisbee version of cornhole, except you're trying to hit this can with a Frisbee, and your partner, if you're not, if your throw is offline, your partner can either redirect the throw to hit the can, or if you can get it over the top, your partner can just jam it in like a slam dunk for like 3 points. So, fun way to get drunk in the yard. The highlight, of course, of the week, well, there were two, I guess. I went today with my daughter to see The Gallows, which every review ever written said
like
sucks.
Some thieves hanging from him, or
Led Zeppelin comes out.
That was essentially it. No, it's another one of those found footage films, which I'm quickly becoming tired of, because the more I see the found footage movies, like it becomes harder and harder to believe that someone would actually be carrying the camera around the whole time while they're being chased by the axe murderer. Like, oh shit, I better record this though while I'm running, because like I don't know, Ghost shows up to kill me. The first thing I'm doing is dropping my fucking camera so I can run. I'm not like holding it as I run so I get everything.
Yeah, they should just use a police officer with one of those body cams because that would be totally realistic then.
Yeah, it's like some they explain it all away and it makes sense, but some it's like you would not be filming this.
Well, you would if it was supernatural. You wanted to like, hey.
Not once I'm running from it. Once I'm running in fear of my life, I am no longer worried about
Actually,
that.
dude, if you think about it, you're not really going to be running from anything.
It's hard. It's hard though with today's generation. They might film it. They're so good at filming everything that because they probably do like a selfie with the monster.
Yeah, right.
And, be like, check it out, it's me and look.
How about just doing an old horror movie, like an old horror movie?
What the fuck are you doing, Baird?
You gotta mute your phone, dude.
When I get a message, it makes a sound.
That's the sound?
You didn't hear.
It's the sounds that the walking machines made in War of the Worlds. I have to be able to hear it.
Yeah, because if you put it in front of you, you would never see it.
Vibrate. You can't use that vibrate function. Sorry.
I'll stop texting him. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I'm just surprised I'm surprised I texted him and he didn't send me a message saying, "Who is this?"
Doesn't that scare the hell out of you when that goes on?
Yeah.
That's what yours does. I got that Kerry King scream for you, and it fucking scares the shit out of me all the time.
So, but anyways, why couldn't they just make a movie? Why do they have to do this found footage stuff? That's dumb.
I know.
Just make a movie like a movie. How about that? That way you don't have to worry about where the camera is because it's imaginary.
Speaking of making a movie like a movie, heyo. The other thing was Thursday. Went down to the theater out in Cuyahoga Falls because they were doing a Riff Tracks showing of Sharknado 2. Oh my god, it was so funny. If you remember Sharknado 2,
Nope.
It was a series of like 5 billion cameos from every D-list celebrity.
Nope.
And of course, one of them was Jared from Subway.
Oh, that poor guy, yeah.
And they get to that scene in the movie, and the Riff Track guy is like, just a guy sitting there eating a sandwich, nothing to see here. And the other guy goes, folks, Monday we had a good joke here, but we're just gonna let this one go.
Damn.
So that was pretty awesome. And also a nice way to get pumped up because 2 more weeks till Sharknado 3, and because this is a video gaming, because this is a video game show, I would be remiss if I did not point out that they did give me 15 new levels for Candy Crush Saga.
Nice.
I did
Just
complete
you.
those 15 new levels.
Nobody
So
else.
I am once again out of levels.
They're called Larry levels.
So I've been doing the lame Dreamland levels because there are no regular levels left.
Right.
So
Larry levels.
and if
People
you're
are like,
charting Larry's patheticness at home, as far as Candy Crush, there are currently 1,070 levels, and in Dreamland, I'm not sure how many there are. I'm on like 281, I think.
what is the longest time you have spent on one level? Any one level? What, like the hardest one? What's the longest time? Like days?
Oh yeah. There have been a couple that kicked my ass constantly.
And you're at 1,070.
Yeah. Now that said, I've also had some where I get through like 3 or 4 on the first try in a row. Boom, boom,
There
boom,
you
boom.
go. Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, there have been a couple that kicked my ass for days on end. I think there was one that had me stuck for like 2 weeks to the point that I was just going to give up and say screw it.
Right.
So
That's what these games. That's how they build these games, where like you play them and they become so ingrained in your life.
Yeah.
Where it's like
I
part of what your everyday routine.
I'm a
and-
fucking lemming. I
No, I'm the same way because I got this one game I play and it's like every time I go back they're like you were attacked, you lost everything, and it's like fuck, and I got to start over, and then I leave, and
it's like when I started playing Hearthstone again, and now that all the cards are changed, I don't even really like the game. I'm not good at it anymore because I don't know what all the cards do. My cards are completely outdated. I'm like, this sucks. I'm not starting over from scratch. And then every morning I'm there to do my daily quests and making the sad face like, why am I even doing this? I don't even.
You know why you're doing it.
I get on, get my ass kicked a few times.
All right.
Kevin, what did you do this weekend?
Yeah. How was Kevin's week?
Jack and shit.
Not that apparently Larry's
I
done.
played so much of The Witcher, and then my game wouldn't save. I think I lost about 8 hours or something of gameplay, which kind of bummed me out.
It doesn't autosave or nothing?
It does, but it just there was like some sort of a weird problem. So
Evidently.
it stopped saving, and it's like you can't save right now. And I'm like, well, I hope the autosave's working, and it wasn't. So I was really upset because you never have that happen. It's like you play like a long period of time, and then like your game's not there, and so then you're just like, you don't know if you want to keep playing the game because you got to do all that shit again.
Right.
It's kind of what I was at. Well, Brian, you don't care because you just keep making new characters all the time. You don't
Pretty much.
fucking know. He was like, hey, it's an opportunity. To
No,
make
I actually watch what I'm doing to make sure that doesn't happen. Because, I've heard about it so much. Probably from you.
I don't hear about it.
Hey, Brad, just imagine that you spent hours playing the game, and the next time you logged on, 3 of your characters were gone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's busy.
You won't imagine that. He's bitter.
No, I'm not. In fact, I just immediately erased everything he just said right out of my head. Like, nah,
Bitter,
you're not going to do it.
Trust me, after the picture I just sent him, he's not thinking about anything you guys are talking about.
He's not looking at that either. His phone keeps going off because he's texting somebody.
Yeah, that's what he just said. He sent me a picture. If you were listening, fuckhead, you know.
Yeah.
That. You and your bullshit.
Only difference is my phone's muted.
I could do that, but it's more fun to hear Kevin snap. So
I got that.
Did you hear that?
Amazon Echo voice activated assistant thing.
I fucking
And,
hear that commercial one more time, and any goddamn YouTube video, all you hear is some guy go, "Hey Google,
I don't know what you're talking about.
how big's the Grand Canyon?"
That's most of the time.
But if you say play video game news radio, it actually finds it, plays it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Doesn't do Tumblr. You don't have one, so you can't do it.
What?
A fucking Amazon Echo. That's what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. Amazon Echo. It's like an appliance in your house.
So bitter.
It's
What,
like
like a can opener?
It's like you're talking to your phone, but it
Yeah,
listens
I
to
don't-
you all the time.
I don't talk to my phone, man. I read books.
Oh my god.
My favorite book is movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's what I tell people all the time. It's got time to read.
Right?
Reading. All right.
Brian doesn't read anyways. He just listens on
Yeah,
audio.
I just listen to it while somebody else reads to me. I'm not a peasant.
They
Fuck.
feed him grapes. It was a cold winter. Time had passed.
Yeah, it's
Chomp,
totally,
chomp, chomp.
you're like having your iPad read it to you or something, and it has reached that robot voice and it fucks half the words up. Today you went to the net, and then it's like, wait, where did
It's spelling them out.
Yeah. He goes, look, motherfucker, I just said it once. It's like, all right, calm down, shit.
If
Told
everybody
me
be
to calm
cool.
down, motherfucker.
All right.
Sorry.
To our Steam top 10, number 10 is H1Z1, number 9 is Rust, number 8 is The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. What does that mean, Tamriel Unlimited?
That means that's an unlimited amount of Tamriel.
Yeah, you can just keep getting more and more Tamriels all day long.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
Unlimited.
You
So
know,
Tamriel is money.
it's,
No
it's
limit.
the world, dude. It's what the world's called.
We don't know what the Tamriel
The
is.
world
We know
is
it's
called
unlimited.
Tamriel, and it's
Yeah.
unlimited.
Yeah. Like
The
Earth
big-
is unlimited if you keep going in circles.
I don't know. Just
If you go
I don't know
backwards,
what
you go
that
back in
means.
time.
Are you being clever? Just knock that shit off, all right?
I don't even know what it means.
That's
I'm
why
trying
we're
to figure
telling
out
you.
what it means. It means the Earth Unlimited.
It means tambourine. They fucked it
Yeah.
up on this
You know that store? Earth Unlimited? It's where the hippies shop.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, is there some other version of Elder Scrolls Online that's not Tamriel Unlimited?
This show is
Well,
spiraling.
if it was, it wouldn't make no difference because it would still be unlimited. So they're right.
I know, but the name of the game is the Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. Why isn't it just called the Elder Scrolls Online?
I don't know. I don't work
Okay.
for him.
That's why I'm asking why.
I was like, ha! I got you.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why they've said that this
All right, you
version
win.
of it is Tamriel Unlimited. Is there some other version?
Yeah, there probably is.
I guess. I don't understand it.
We
Number
both
7.
know.
There's probably a limited version.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
like
when
me.
expansions come out, you have like Ultima Online,
Okay.
Shadow of the Ninja or something, and that makes some sense. But
Not
this is
really.
like the first. This is like the first release, so it'd be like calling it like Ultima Online Britannia Unlimited. I don't know. It would be weird. Just call it Ultima Online. Because nobody like when you talk to people, you're not telling anybody you're playing Tamriel Unlimited, are you? You're telling them you're
No.
playing the Elder Scrolls Online
Yeah.
or Skyrim Online or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Number 7, Terraria.
Is
Somebody's
that
gonna write
unlimited or is that?
Explain it to me. I don't know. That could be the new word. Unlimited. Goes with dark. Dark Unlimited.
Dark unlimited?
Everything's got the
For a
word
dark
dark.
time, there was unlimited.
So 6 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Number 5 is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Offended. Number 4, Elite Dangerous. Number 3, Rocket League. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. And number 1, again, is Ark Survival Evolved. Well, there you go. That's your Steam Top 10 this week. And Alexa said because it has unlimited Tamriels. Well,
Yeah, see? We just
just,
made
that
this shit
makes sense.
That's what we were telling you. There's no limit to them.
everyone just wants you to take them
It's
there.
because you have access to the entire continent now, whereas before you could only access like the Skyrim part.
Is that what it is?
No, actually, you don't have just access to Skyrim. You do have part. You have part of Skyrim in there, but you have part of everything, and you got to have part of Daggerfell. You got the only place you can't go is the Imperial City because things are pretty fucked up.
I see. So it's all the different worlds of the Elder Scrolls.
There's like there's different groups. So there's like every kind of teamed up, which some of it it's like okay, I don't see why the fuck they would have got together, but fine.
I understand now.
So you have different when you make a new character. If you're part of a different group, you can start off with entirely different quests. So you're not bored to fucking tears, which it shows you at least they tried to make it, a little more diverse.
Right. Okay, games coming out this week. Monday, nothing. Tuesday for the PlayStation 4, we have Godzilla. And then multi-platform Guild of Dungeoneering. And
right.
Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Godzilla. I don't know. There's been other Godzilla games out there. Just run around, rampaging. It'd be good if it had the music. If it had the music while I was walking around. Because Godzilla walks pretty slow, too.
Would you consider Rampage to be a Godzilla game?
Look, he looks like he's walking slow, but he's got like this really long stride, so he'll take like one step, and then, like, trust me, dude, he'll still outrun you.
Oh, it's a fighting game. It's dumb.
Just saying.
Yeah, Godzilla would outrun me, I know, but I'm saying,
One step would outrun you.
Yeah, I mean, you can run for 15 minutes, and then he'll take a step, and he's right there with you.
Well, yeah, but if I was a monster, I'm saying Godzilla of the monsters is fairly slow.
Well, yeah, because he's got them little arms.
Unless he, he jumps or something and flies through the air sometimes?
I think Godzilla
Yeah,
flies.
every so often he can quasi-fly.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Sometimes he can. Like, it depends.
His abilities tended to morph over the years
It
in the
depends
various
if he
movies.
needs to fly or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he was first breathing his death ray, I believe his the back scales, the big plates whatever in the back would light up.
Right.
And then after a while they stopped doing that because I guess Godzilla didn't have much of a budget.
They didn't have the budget, yeah. And then Mothra was like, "Aha, fucker, you can't catch me." And Godzilla was like, "Hey, in this movie, I can jump and fly." Mothra's like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Flying Godzilla means end of the day.
Yeah.
Finally, on Thursday, now this is what it says, but I don't think this is... Oh, no,
It's gonna be bullshit.
I thought it said Pokemon, but it's not. For the PlayStation 4 on Thursday is Pokken Tournament.
Pokken.
Pokken Tournament. P-O-K-K.
Is
Is it like the Hong Kong knockoff of Pokemon?
Pokken Tournament.
Poku.
They always put those modifiers, like umlauts and dots and shit over letters. I don't know what any of those mean. I'm admitting it. I'm coming clean. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do when I see any of those things over the letters. No idea. Do I pronounce it as an A? Do I do it as an E? I don't know. There's no instruction. I didn't learn that in English. If it did come up, I was sleeping.
I don't think you would learn that in English. English tends not to use a lot of umlauts.
Well, if you're trying to pronounce the band Motorhead. Motorhead.
No idea. All right, so let's do some email. There's no real news. There is news, but it's not. It's all gaming.
It's not real news. It's stupid news.
Stuff, and most of the websites haven't really consolidated it into anything readable at this point. What's that, Dan? No, you muted me again. It's like you were talking, and then you went into mute.
Mute. You see, when you say mute, they should have umlauts over it.
I'm mad.
You should have it. You have left it open so that you mute yourself.
You gotta plug this in so I don't echo. Hold on.
Plug it in for yourself.
Rite writes to David Blatt at VideoGameNews.com.
The death of the Nintendo president.
David Blatt.
So, sup, Don and crew. Kevin, in the past you've mentioned how you got to go to some E3 events because you were cool, and some people who represented Yu-Gi-Oh! I was wondering, how the hell did that relationship come to be? Because you don't strike me as the kind of dude with a box full of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards under your bed. Did you review a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game or something in the past that they liked, or what? Keep up the good work, yada, yada, yada. No, man. Not the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! Underground Online Yu-Gi-Oh! Which was one of those venture cap websites that blew all their money buying talent, and what they had done is they purchased, they didn't purchase, but they made a deal with Eric and Chet, who now work at Valve, and Sean Baby. And I was a tag along with them. So I went with them. I have my own rooms and stuff for E3s. When I went, it was all media coverage. So I went to all of like the media events. Those guys got drunk and hung out at the God Games area across the street, hung over in the sun. They didn't even like to go into the show. They just didn't like going in. So I would go over there sometimes when back then it was pretty cool. But yeah, no, I've been to E3 multiple times. There's nothing to do with anything other than running Video Game News Radio and writing a lot of game reviews. You know, that's it. There's no nobody got me in or anything like that. Some of the parties
didn't have to blow anybody, is what he's saying.
Right. I mean, some of the parties I got invited to just because, you know, like the Sony party and stuff, that was just because I knew people. Like, I know it's hard to believe, but, like, I used to take this, like, way more serious and, like, write a lot of game reviews and had a website that did all that sort of stuff. And then, like, I realized, though, that, like, I came to the realization that there is no money in video game media. There's no money to be made. Nobody's making any money at this. I mean, there's some people maybe scratching out a living on it and not making very much doing it. There's just no cash. All the websites constantly go out of business. All of the shows constantly tank. You get new ones. You like those for a while. They collapse because there's some initial venture capital money that goes into it, and then it fails. It's kind of like Spill. Same thing. A bunch of guys spend a bunch of money, and then it collapses, and it constantly happens. Or they're loss leaders, like Ziff Davis and stuff that runs like magazines and news outlets.
Right.
So they have it. They have it in order to feed that news to their other outlets, and so they take the losses in order to have that resource. But you know, it's a total loser. So it's like I realized that no matter how hard I worked at what I was doing, I wasn't going to get anywhere because there's no money in it. So now we do this. Ta-da! And there's no money in this either. That's great. I should be like that Cutie Pie fucking dude that gets $7 million a year just playing video games on YouTube.
Yeah, he's pretty popular, man.
But he looks like he's a good looking dude.
Is he cute?
He's a good looking dude. I think he's got a lisp or something, but he's I don't know. I think girls like that show.
Not that I'm cruising for a piece of ass or anything.
No, look at Donnie. He doesn't want to use his fucking headset, so he's I'll pause it or muting and unmuting us so he can say stuff. We have a bad echo whenever he does it.
Oh no!
He's afraid of looking bad.
He
wants to look this sexy.
Hurts my ears after a while.
Dude, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, I mean,
half an hour is good enough.
Oh, you're a pussy.
Listen.
my vagina hurts.
Ryan writes in.
No, I
They're the
didn't.
ones who can't handle
Larry's pizza coupons at videogamenews.com.
There are none. They've been used.
He says, "Oh, howdy.
Or they're
Do
expired.
you guys play any multiplayer games anymore, or have you grown antisocial in your old age?" Thanks, Ryan. Well, Brian's playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Right?
Don
No, I'm not.
plays
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Playing
Auto
Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited.
Oh, fuck.
His
Fine.
is unlimited.
And
That means
Larry
no limit.
sometimes plays Ultima Online, I think.
No,
Lord of the Rings Online.
yeah,
right?
Lord of the Rings, but it's been a while. Hearthstone, and that's it currently. Although I have one or two others that I may actually have a minute to load up in the next few days. But right now, yeah, every so often you'll see me on Lord of the Rings or Hearthstone.
I play games in too short, other than The Witcher 3, too short of a time period. I only like to sit down and play for like 40 minutes or something, to go.
No.
When you're playing online with people, it's kind of a commitment. You're kind of committing to some hours to sink in with people, and I can't do that. I don't know. Maybe it's because of old age or something, but if the game was really fucking fun, I would probably do it, but I got shit to do. I just can't. I just can't sit there and...
Always an excuse.
I'll sit there and stare at the TV. Like the TV will be on, and I'll have the game in, and I'll have the headset next to me, and I'll sit there and stare at it for a second, and just be like, "Do I really want to get into this? I mean, this is going to be,
It's a career.
hours. Yeah.
I'm going to put some time in here. Do I got to drink? Did I go to the bathroom? All kinds of
People can also keep me company every so often on Team Fortress 2.
I also have decided that I like my games to have an ending. That's my new thing. Like, I don't want to play a game that just is never ending. I want to have it. I want it to end.
Right.
I want to feel. I want to have a feeling of accomplishment. Like I finished it, I did it, and I'm done with it. And games that just keep going on and on and on, not that interested in.
See, and that's why I don't mod anything, or I don't go with all these people who are like doing all this shit to cheat and getting higher levels and getting more money and stuff. It's like, no, I don't want to do that because I have a goal. You know what I mean? It's like, here, I have a goal. So it's like, of course, like you said, once I get to that goal, it's gonna be like, okay, now what do I do? It's gonna be like, okay, now I'm done. What am I gonna do? Go ride the Ferris wheel again? Yeah.
All right. Antonio writes to Nazi porn at videogamenews.com.
Achtung.
So, Kevin, when are you going to post the shows? It's been weeks,
Never.
man.
Never.
So, how do you record your Let's Play videos? Is it through the PS4 SharePlay?
He's not allowed to share that with you.
I'll post the shows this week. I was just being lazy last week. I'll admit it. It's just it's not difficult. It's just it's dull. You got to like write up the description, put the image on there, upload the file, put it on Patreon, put it on Libsyn. It's
Just like tumbling with Tumbleweed every Tuesday night at 11.
just boring.
I knew that was coming.
No, I use XSplit with. It depends, but Witcher 3, for instance, I'm using XSplit with. I don't know, with a PC.
Wah, wah.
Doing all of the encoding with an AverMedia HD card to do the encoding. So, fucking guys. But I will use the PlayStation 4 SharePlay or the Xbox SharePlay, but they shrink the screen, kind of like what we're looking at on the regular video for VGN here with everything on the side. They shrink it in order to put your webcam picture on there.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Put your webcam.
the full screen stuff that I do, I'm just using XSplit with the PC.
Explicative. Never mind.
Dude, you're so quiet. You're just like this mumble in the background.
I know. I don't want to yell.
I
I was trying to be a mumbler a second ago.
Noble wrote to Do You Bleed at videogamenews.com.
Not all the time.
This is the last
Not
one as well.
Not like every month.
I'm old. I don't bleed anymore.
He said, I'd like to know when you guys think the bottom will fall out on all the superhero movie adaptations.
God, I
With
hope
the
so.
upcoming release of Ant-Man and the latest trailer for Batman vs. Superman, fan enthusiasm seems to be nearing a fever pitch. Personally, the bloom is off the rose for me after Age of Ultron's
Both things
strange, lukewarm story and villain.
It
Give
wasn't.
it to guys, no.
That sounds like an email properly written for Tumbling with Tumbleweed. Live Tuesday nights at 11. Did I say that loud enough?
You got it.
Sweet.
Nailed it.
Nice.
No,
No,
first of all, we know that they're not going to stop making them. We know
Yeah,
that
I figured the bottom fell out with Ant-Man.
No,
there's like
because they got big plans for Infinity War, Civil War.
there's at least like 25 movies in production and TV shows. What there's 5 Marvel shows
Here
in
we go.
production.
You better
At
believe
least.
it. At least.
Plus cartoons. I don't think it's ever going to stop. I think that different people like different superheroes. So there's people that will like certain
Right.
ones and won't like other ones. And, that's enough. That's just enough to make huge bank. These movies are all cash cows, even though losers make more than... what are they going to do, man? Make another fucking movie where somebody's dressed like a woman or something? I mean,
They will.
there's so many ideas that comic books have, a range of ideas that they can pull from.
And see, that's what I think sucks is they could have started with earlier stories, but they came and they started with like all these Infinity War and all this stuff. It's like, damn, that's like you had so much other cool stuff you could have used that kind of seems not worth it now,
Yeah.
Because now
Yeah,
you brought out Ultron, you brought out Loki, you're bringing out Thanos. It's like, okay,
but they can only put out a story once every couple of years, for like individual characters, so that by the time you get to the Infinity Wars and everything, we're all going to be old men.
How long has James Bond been out? It's been out for fucking 50 years or some shit.
But yeah, but that's not following a storyline. It's just
it's not a specific storyline, but it's a character. It's just one character. You know what I mean? Or I guess a couple different characters.
Well, I'm not saying you can't have the same characters. I'm just saying if you were building to get to Infinity Wars,
right? But that's what I'm saying. It's like
2070 by the time they made the movie.
Well, it's gonna be 2018 when it comes out. But that's what I'm saying is I think like after that's where it's gonna fall out because you're gonna have nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? Because once you face like the highest villain there is. All right, look out, guys! Here comes the Red Skull. Oh, no big deal. We crushed Thanos, so we can take care of the Red Skull.
I just think that they'll retire those characters, and they'll work on something new and different. Like they maybe pick up a different property and go with that. Like they won't keep making Avengers West Coast.
Right.
They'll do Avengers East Coast or.
Right. I gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like they'll keep changing it.
It's a Falcon movie. Hey.
I don't know.
Black Widow finally.
I think most people do not want to see the new Spider-Man. No one even knows what it's about, but they don't want to see the new Spider-Man at all.
But that's the thing is you're not the next time you see the new Spider-Man is going to be in the next Captain America movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So how about them apples?
And then they're going to make another movie with him.
And then they're going to
be another origin film.
Yeah. Oh God, not again. Now it's going to be Ben Reilly.
I don't know. Batman vs. Superman might be good, but it doesn't look good.
I thought it looked pretty good.
It's an interesting idea, the premise.
I mean, how is Batman supposed to fight fucking Superman?
He's got a mech suit, and then he's got Wonder Woman.
Come on with the mech suit.
He's Batman. He's got money.
Same way Iron Man is supposed to fight the Hulk.
He's beaten him in the comic books a couple of times.
Oh, I know, but they can do it. They can make shit up. I know they can.
And that's
but
one
with movies, you got to make it a bit more believable. I mean, you got to make it like more plausible than a comic book.
Oh, you mean? Never mind.
More realistic.
It's a blatant ripoff. I mean, what did Iron Man have to do to beat the Hulk? He had to put on a bigger suit. So now Batman puts on a bigger suit so he can fight Superman.
Well, you could argue that, I mean, the Hulk might not have wanted to kill,
Right.
But
we're gonna
Hulk ever killed anybody ever?
Yeah.
On purpose?
I mean, the Hulk, not Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's had to have killed somebody.
No, I don't know.
He might.
He pick up tanks and throw that shit around, but you don't actually see anybody die. It's almost like those little bad G.I. Joe cartoons. It's like pop out with parachutes.
Everybody's flying out of the tank with parachutes.
Yeah.
Landing 20 feet away. Oh my God! I almost died.
That was the best. Kevin totally called it. We're in California. He's like, those missiles, they're going to hit those planes, but they're going to jump out with parachutes like right before they get hit. And sure as fuck, like, bam! They pop out. He's like, see, nobody dies.
Quitters.
It's like they're friendly trying to kill each other. Like they must just be shooting. He says something like, "This is just showing off. Like, here's my fireworks. Sorry about your plane." Fucking crack me up.
It's funny.
Yeah, I think superhero movies, but we'll only see. There's going to be some stinkers. There already has been. Most of the DC films have been total garbage.
And that's another thing we got to find out because Suicide Squad looks pretty good.
So far.
I
mean, I could watch it even if it's terrible because I could look at Margot Robbie all day.
Right.
But yeah, it could be terrible. But they've spent a lot of money on it, so I'm hoping that the script is there. You would think that some of those actors wouldn't take it if the script wasn't there.
And you don't even really need a good script with it. I mean, I guess Batman's in that too, but I mean,
yeah,
the Suicide Squad's the kind of movie. It's like an Expendables. You know what I mean? It's like you could just put an expendable story with these super villains.
Yeah, but if you want to get $1 billion like they're aiming for, it's got to be,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it could be terrible though. I mean, it could just be pure noise, just like fucking, just shit exploding and stuff.
People are just so worried about Jared Leto playing the Joker.
Yeah, I think he looks fine. I don't care.
Anyway. Sorry. So you start talking about the comic books.
Are you gonna bring back Heath Ledger out of the fucking corpse and just animate him?
Hey, why not? Didn't they just do a Terminator movie where the old Arnold fought young Arnold? Or some
Yeah, I
shit?
think Oz and Joe went and saw it today. It has
Yeah.
to go, but
No thanks.
yeah, just
That's what I said. It's like, hey, oh, sorry, I got the kid. Can't.
can't do it. All right, that's it for the show. You guys got any shout-outs or anything?
No.
I got nothing.
All right.
Nope.
That's it.
Oh, well, then
Good night,
fuck you
everybody.
guys.
Peace.
Peace.